Just moments ago, Elon Musk announced Giga Berlin country fair and tour. He talked about who will be given priority at Giga Berlin's fair and factory tour, and also met Germany's leading Chancellor candidate at Giga Berlin, Armin Laschet, who called the factory as model investment for Germany. Welcome back, dear friends. This is Armin Harayan from TorqueNews.com. If you are here first time, please take a moment, subscribe to our channel for daily Tesla and electric vehicle impartial news, and ring the bell so you don't miss my coverage, and also give us thumbs up if you find this report helpful. So Tesla CEO Elon Musk just moments ago tweeted big announcement announcing Giga Berlin-Brandenburg County Fair and Factory Tour on October 9. He also added that priority for residents of Brandenburg and Berlin, but also open to general public. So October 9, big Giga Berlin event, friends. Keep that in mind, but in the meantime, there are a lot of interesting developments around Tesla Giga Berlin in the past 2 days. Germany's leading Chancellor candidate, Armin Laschet, called Tesla Giga Berlin a model investment, saying Tesla is setting a priority in Europe, and I'm sure that many companies will settle around Grünheide, which in turn will bring new jobs. On his website, Laschet indicates that he seeks climate protection through innovation and competition. He announced 3 objectives, and 3 objectives are listed under the following headings. Okay, the first objective is called combining ecology and economy. And the way he wants to achieve this is by implementing coal phasing out, securing the competitiveness of our industry, ensuring social equilibrium. And that was a quote from his website. His second is new energy sources, promote hydrogen research, expand hydrogen infrastructure, create competitive competition for energy innovation. And the third objective is land of future mobility, promoting the innovative automotive industry and modern transport infrastructure. So, what does this have to do with Tesla and Giga Berlin, you may ask, right? So Tesla Gigafactory Berlin seems to fit Laschet's goal to strike a balance between climate protection and encouraging the growth of Germany's economy. Here's a quote I want to share with you. Laschet says, "We all experience how difficult it is at the moment, how many protests there are." Laschet's noted, speaking about Tesla Berlin's factory and the protests about Gigafactory. But such a decision, if it had passed Brandenburg by, would have been a loss for decades. He talked about, in case because of protests, Giga Berlin's final approval is not given. But I have more updates on that today. Today meeting at Tesla Giga Berlin, Germany's Union Chancellor candidate Armin Laschet called for faster approval procedures on Friday at the construction site of the US electric car manufacturer Tesla in Grünheide on Oder Spree. The CDU chairman spoke out on the side of company boss Elon Musk for a change in the collective action rights. What this means is this. He says, it is not acceptable that someone who is not affected as a local resident here, meaning at Giga Berlin area, but lives by the North Sea or at the Bavarian Alps, can file a lawsuit to stop such projects. End of the quote. He meant referring the protests against Giga Berlin. Elon Musk says review rules for Giga Berlin progress at the joint process. It looks like I had a cold, friends. Now, so Elon Musk says review rules for Giga Berlin progress. At joint press conference, Musk said, if rules and regulations are added every year at the state, federal and EU level, then at some point people won't be able to do anything. That is why it is important for the Tesla boss that rules and laws are regulatory or regularly checked in order to question their benefits and to consider abolishing them. They can be reintroduced at any time if it turns out that it wasn't good. Musk continued, and he also said that If you add new rules every year, there will be no progress at some point after that, right? So they also both call for Giga Berlin's some rules to be abolished that are hindering Giga Berlin's progress. Now, Tesla is building car factory near the capital airport, near the capital airport of Germany. Around 500,000 electric cars are to be built there at Giga Berlin every year. Production was supposed to start in July, but the end of the year is now in the room. Tesla is also planning a factory, actually battery factory, which is delaying the approval process. So far, the company has been building with provisional approvals, taking a huge risk at Giga Berlin. The Tesla boss was confident that the approval process would be completed in October. Now, how many of you that guys are watching Torque News YouTube channel believe that it may be approved in October? I think it will. Now, this time is different. Musk criticized the length of approval process in April. This triggered a discussion about planning and environmental law in Germany. Laschet advocates dismantling bureaucracy, loosening economic fetters, and creating new opportunities for economic growth in Germany. The meeting with Elon Musk had been planned for a long time and was also important to him personally, Laschet previously told the RBB, Brandenburg's public radio. Not only Brandenburg and Berlin, but also of Germany would benefit from the establishment of the US group Tesla in Giga Berlin. Laschet said that Tesla had taken an enormous risk with the billion-dollar investment. He said, if the approval isn't granted, they'll have to dismantle everything there. He advocated that other companies could also build innovative industrial plants without taking such huge risks. I mean, imagine if you're a company, how many of you would be willing to take such a huge risk on building something like Giga Berlin with provisional approvals, right? But, if the laws are changed, then other car companies or other companies would also come there. Now, in the meantime, as I reported yesterday, the opposition against Giga Berlin seems to be at steady decline, which is good news, as per a statement from Environment Minister Axel Voyel from Greens Party. On Wednesday, at the State Parliament's Environmental Committee, the Brandenburg State Office for the Environment, it has received only 44 objections against the latest plans for Giga Berlin to date. The 44 objections were raised against Giga Berlin as a response to the renewed public display of the facility's plans. While 44 may sound substantial, this is already a massive decrease from the number of objections that Giga Berlin's plans have received in the past. When the first iteration of Tesla's plans was published last year, for example, a total of 373 objections were received. I mean, this is almost 400 objections. Now consider 10 times less right now. The second iteration of Giga Berlin's documents received 110 objections, a significant drop from the 373 objections, right? Now, that the company initially received. The 44 objections raised against Tesla's latest plans could then be seen as a significant improvement in terms of public perception. It looks like now people are looking at Tesla Giga Berlin differently, in a more positive way. There is still more time to submit objections against Giga Berlin's latest plans. However, as noted by the Environment Minister, the deadline for objections does not end until August 19, 2021, and in the past, some objections tend to get submitted in the last few days before the deadline. He said, experience has shown that there are still some objections in the last few days before the end of the deadline, Vogel said. Now, after August 19, the Brandenburg State Office for the Environment would decide if the project requires yet another public hearing, if another hearing is needed. The public session should take place around mid-September in the town hall of Eckner. This is why I said a little bit ago, how many of you believe that the final permit for Giga Berlin will come in October? Well, if they think take place in mid-September, then October is a good possibility. Now, such a hearing would be quite interesting, as Tesla's hearing in the Eckner town hall last year ended up involving some fiery discussions against the facility, but hopefully this time everything will go peacefully, because peace is good and more people can find jobs and hopefully environmental things can be protected. Gigafactory Berlin is already set to start operations with videos of the facility showing that its Model Y production line is raring to go despite still lacking a final approval. Tesla remains quite optimistic about Giga Berlin anyway. The company estimates that Model Y production could begin at the Grünheide site by the end of this year. In the meantime, look for October 9 for Tesla Giga Berlin tour open for public and a country fair. Does that mean like an Oktoberfest? I don't know. Let me know, friends, in your comments, your thoughts in the comment section. Let's continue the discussion. And if you are here first time, please subscribe to our channel for daily Tesla and electric vehicle impartial news. This is Armin Laschet from torquenews.com. Visit our website for daily automobile news, electric vehicle news, Tesla news, and also give us thumbs up for this video, please, if you find it informative and helpful. God bless you, everyone. Peace be with all of you, and I'll see you soon in our next report today.